Okay, I had to make a video for this. The JP TEPPEN Twitter account posted a link to their news post, but we didn't get ours yet, so this is hot off the presses. They don't want you to know about these balance changes. They're like, just don't tell the crowd, don't tell the audience, don't tell the people. Keep it under wraps. We posted on our website, but keep it under wraps. So you're gonna see 6 changes, and 3 of which are hero arts, so that's promising. First one being Hookshot, a card that was long considered a problem, a staple in aggro decks that just want to fly over you. You'd see this in your classic PB aggro stuff. You'd see this in mono, not really mono. I'm thinking of the decks with Natalia, that card that is veiled and it heals when a lock comes off. That was, you know, the card of choice to get that thing in the air so it doesn't take much damage. So the real question is, what's the alternative now? Hard to say. When we talk about an alternative, we got to look at flight actions in purple, because I know there's a 3-cost action in red that can cause flight and temp attack. So it's kind of funny that that's pretty, you know, close to the go-to. Like, they have a better way to fly units now. Because looking at it right now, you're pretty much stuck using Midnight Encounter. I had to double check. Midnight Encounter does require 3 evidence to put something in the air. It does give it shield as well, but requiring evidence is a bit of a drag. So it's going to be a lot harder for those aggro-based purple decks to kind of get their units in the air, although nothing really has had a problem getting in the air this last expansion. Midnight Encounter, Devil Trigger, main ways. Next, we have Killing Machine Nechku, and that's the little guy, not the little guy, but the one that gets summoned, the one that actually has the while on the field effect. So the only thing they're changing on this, and I guess I make it sound very average, but it's a big deal. The slow is not permanent now. It is only for 13 seconds. I think this kills the card. It's pretty bad. That's that hurts it a lot, because the idea is that you stall out for a long time and all your halt actions to prevent your enemies from attacking with their units are just making it stronger. Interesting that this card got nerfed, but I do think that it is a good idea, because the temptation decks that have been taking over, well, not taking over, but they certainly exist and they certainly are strong. This is their big win con. You exhaust everything you have until they can play out owls, and then you're too tired to fight. And there's not very much ascension in the game right now. Well, at least in standard. So, GG's temptation players without nerfing your hero art, which is still a problem, or your mechanic halt. We're starting to put you down. Tyrant. When I saw Tyrant, I was like, oh god, please tell me it's the slow one. So, this is indeed the super Tyrant that everyone has hated since Day of Nightmares, and it's finally getting nerfed. How's it getting nerfed? It's just a transform now. It turns into super Tyrant. So the way it would work previously is that it would go into your grave after it died, and then the super Tyrant would come out. So basically, you're playing 6 MP, but you're getting 2 units out of it that you can abuse for resurrection spam. Especially with Rebirth, before it got rotated out, was ridiculous. Just kind of bringing back the weak 2/5, and then when it dies, it turns into something scary and fast and combo agility. Does this stop much? Not too much. You didn't see too many people running it in point match, but you did see enough. I did run into somebody today that was just like, tee-hee, I'm gonna play the card out and then try to, you know, use was a demon gathering that would destroy, that would sack that card and then bring out a stronger card. Yeah, that's disgusting. I'm glad they did it this way. Or they would like force revenge onto the base card and then the super tyrant would come out and then they could play the revenge tyrant. And it just creates a ton of units in your graveyard that are really strong. Next. Life Up, dude. Heart Tank. You know it. You hate it. You want to see it buffed. It got buffed. We brought it down by 1 AP. Think about it. 1 AP. Yeah, so costs one less, and it also gives 4 life, which I think is interesting. We'll see how that goes with the hero heal archetype. It still does require you to take damage in order to get that, so I'm not too sure what this will enable. However, if it does become more popular as an alternative to Shield Spire, it could be very interesting to see Burn sort of take a backseat. Because that 4 life over time is going to be very difficult to beat out. Because burn decks generally have a bunch of actions or they have small hitting units. So this is an interesting change, although I am not immediately seeing the potential uses for it other than hero heal archetype, which is already not too strong. However, it reminds me of how Shadowblade used to be, very long time ago, where it had so much sustain it was just like a problem. This is the same amount of sustain. Or I'm trying to think how much Shadowblade cost. It might have been cheaper. Anyway, it's pretty good. It's a very good upgrade to this. Although I would have liked to have seen spread 7 HP on the board, because that would have been huge for Quest. And that way, if you only have 1 unit, it would still heal 1 unit. But this is still like you're putting all your eggs in one basket, and it costs a hefty chunk. 16 would have been better, but it's still pretty good. We'll see. We'll see. It's closer to Shield Spire, but it also does a little bit of double duty. One that helps the board, one that doesn't help the board. So I don't know. Next, we got Shadowblade. Long since, dude, it got nerfed a long time ago, but it's back, baby. We basically just added 1 to everything. Instead of 4 damage, deals 5. Just flight, deals 6. No, deals 7 now. 2 life, no, 3 life. It's interesting that if you use this on a flying unit, it's Shinku, and you get life out of it. Will this be enough to make people play it again? I don't know. I don't think so. It's pretty good. The fact that it does 5 damage is actually a big breaking point, because a lot of 3-cost units will hit that 5 HP area. But I don't know. We'll see. Also, my music widget is not updating. Dang it, it's fine. So yeah, 3 life, it's 50% more than it used to be, I'll tell you that. Step. No. So, next, we got Quicksilver. You know it. Oh, wait, I already added the joke. This is a more radical change. So currently, you can pretty much just cripple 1 unit, but it costs 18. It's pretty hefty. Now it costs much less at 12. It's a temp debuff, -3 attack. -3 attack for 1 attack, and then inflicts slow and cannot counter for 13 seconds. That's pretty good. I actually like this hero art now. I didn't really care for it before, but now I kind of like it. This, it's not as super versatile as Jill's, because the idea with Jill's hero art, well, you can buff legendaries, which is how people use it nowadays, but way back when, it was strong because it could be strong because it was cheap, and it lets you win trades all over the place. And in the same way, you can kind of do this. You can make a unit slow for 13 seconds, and that could be time to get 2 attacks out of it, and they can't counter. And -3 attack for 1 attack is just fantastic. Put this down and slow someone down. I mean, their DPS and literal attack speed. It's pretty good. I really like this now, and that's not even using direct synergy. I'm just talking about literally putting units down and playing the game. Especially with Faith right now, you can use this to debilitate someone's strong Faith unit, or cancel out agility. Buy yourself a little bit more time, and at 12 cost, that's the same cost as Plunder Blades, same cost as Bringer of Nightmares. You're going to be seeing this every 13 seconds. Quicksilver got some really nice treatment here. So, 3 cards, 3 hero arts. If we're always gonna hit a quota of 6 things to buff, nerf, this is pretty good. Although everyone was really, well, not everyone. I know a lot of players were kind of hoping for a Temptation nerf, but not yet, boys. We gotta wait a little longer. We gotta wait 2 more months. Maybe then the Temptations will have to start thinking. But until then, we got stall, boys, and well, I don't know. They nerfed owls. We'll see. We'll see.